Hello, Libra. Welcome. Take a seat. Relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax. Enjoy your stream, Libra. Alright. And to get your reading started, we have card number 3. This is my Divine Influence card. So, right now, I just want you to focus on things working out. All you need to do is focus on that, okay? So if there's any fear that things aren't working out, that you won't be able to achieve this thing, that's not what we want. That is not focusing on things going right. Divine influence, you are being helped right now. But if you're worried, if you're filled with fear, if you're filled with all of these negative emotions, it's going to make it impossible for the divine to influence you. Right? If you say no, if you're drowning and I reach out my hand and you don't reach out your hand, well, then I can't help. So that's what the divine influence, that's what the divine is saying right now. All right? You're being helped. So just accept the help and just embody a person that believes, that trusts. So don't give up. Keep going. You're being helped. Michael and Dwight stood outside waiting for David Wallace, right? Because the branch was closing in this scene, and so they were going to go talk to him, so to convince him to save their branch instead of closing it down. And they were waiting outside his house for a while, and he never showed up. But then they got the call that the branch was still saved. They had nothing to do with it. And it was saved. Divine influence. But their effort and focus definitely mattered, right? Their branch was about to close. Did they decide to go in the corner and start crying and just say, wow, there's nothing we can do. I can't believe this is happening. Everything's over. And then you just, nothing. You just nothing. No. Michael and Dwight, they were like, no, we are going to save this branch. And we are going to go all the way to David Wallace's house. And we are going to bug him into saving our branch. And they did. They went for it. Look at them. They're outside. They were looking for solutions. So just that type of energy of looking for solutions, the divine was able to help them. The divine was able to influence them and still save their branch, right? So those were circumstances out of their hands that they weren't in control over, and their branch was saved. So right now, your effort and focus is what matters. Look for solutions, all right? You are probably going to have nothing to do with this solution, but it's the divine that's helping, all right? And you are helping with your effort and focus. All right, Fool, yes. And Temperance, okay, cool, perfect. So this is the type of energy of where, like same instance, right? Your branch is closing, and then instead of looking for solutions, you're like, no, there's nothing I can do about this. I can't believe I'm being fired. I can't believe I am homeless and jobless, right? No. Act like a fool. Act like a fool who doesn't care what other people think. Act like a fool who doesn't, who is just going to go for it even if it seems impossible, right? Go for it even if things don't seem like they're going to work out. So, right, this is the fool exploring a new territory, a new unknown, okay, compared to a veteran who has already explored that territory, right, and knows exactly where all the dangers are, Okay, the Fool doesn't know where the dangers are. So the Fool is gonna hop in like this. He's gonna skip into dangers and all happy and dandy. All right, so that's the type of energy that we want to embody right now. The type of Fool that will run into dangers, run into unknowns, happy, skipping, dandy, you know, just having a good time, right? Compared to a veteran who already knows the map. If he encounters a danger, he's gonna right away, right, be cautious. He's gonna walk slowly. He's gonna be cautious. He might not even go into the territory because he knows that there's danger there. But not the Fool. The Fool goes in running. The Fool goes in skipping. The Fool just doesn't know. And the Fool is happy to explore. So that's the type of energy that we want to create right now. The Fool energy, where we will run into some, you know, unknown, happy and dandy. And instead of, you know, being in the corner just crying and feeling like nothing is ever going to work out, and, you know, and everything is going wrong. So no, you are being helped right now. We just need you to embody this type of energy. We just need you to embody the Fool energy, the Michael and Dwight type of energy, which is funny because of the fools. They are fools. You fool. So temperance is us creating it, okay? And this is the divine also helping us create, right? She has 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. She has 2 different cups, and they're both overflowing into each other. So this is almost also like embracing differences instead of, you know, casting out, you know, oh, you're not like me, you don't belong here, get out of here, I don't want you, you know, that type of stuff. So this is 2 things coming together, 2 things coming together and creating something. So earth and water, 2 different things coming together and creating life, creating something beautiful. So this beautiful thing that we are creating is this Fool type of energy, going from very cautious and you know, go to I'm going to have a good time no matter what is happening. You know, I want to explore these new unknowns with happiness and you know, eager, and instead of like the veteran who knows there's so much danger out there already. So wherever he goes, even if there is no danger, the veteran is going to be cautious, and he's going to be careful, and he's going to be very slow, and he's probably not going to do much progress, right? Because he is so terrified of all of these dangers. The Fool is terrified of nothing, okay? Michael and Dwight, they were told that their branch was closing. They weren't terrified. They were eager to save the branch, right? So this is like a life is what you make it, right? Life gives you lemons, and you make whatever you want out of these lemons. Sharing, which is interesting, 2 things coming together. And ripeness, beautiful. So we have the Queen of Wands paired with the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is easy. It's ripeness. So what does that mean? That means that you have evolved. That means that you have grown. It's time to leave the tree. It's time to leave the home. You know, you're ready. That's what this card is saying. It's basically saying that you are ready. Okay, you are ready to explore. You are ready to, you know, this Fool. You are ready for the divine to influence you in whatever way this is working out. So you are ready. You are ready for this new thing that is being created. Sharing, which is cool. I like this sharing with these cups, with these earth and water, you know, instead of casting out, instead of excluding. Now we are including, we are sharing. You know, that's what the Queen is. That's what the feminine energy type is. The feminine includes, the feminine, you know, protects, the masculine excludes. The masculine puts up a boundary, protects himself, right? The Queen protects the whole. So, ripeness. You are ready. You are ready, Libra. You are ready for this, for the divine to influence you. Paired with the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Wow, this is really great type of energy. This is like a, not necessarily a new beginning, but a new way of looking at things. So you even could be in the same places that you are, but seeing them in a totally different view, seeing them with a totally different type of energy, a totally new perspective. A better perspective is what I'm gonna say, because you know, of course it is good to gain experiences, but I mean, you can see it in humans, right? Take a look at how kids treat life, how kids enjoy their day compared to like adults, right? Adults who don't enjoy their day, they're just stressed out all of the time, you know, have no fun, have no joy. I see that you can see the difference, right? So, but we are taking care of ourselves right now, and we are going back into that child type of energy to where we aren't afraid to explore new unknowns. And look at that, the Queen of Cups. The Queen again is the one that takes care and includes things, right? Which kind of seems the opposite of this apple, because the apple is leaving the tree, you know. But the apple is leaving the tree, but it is being welcomed by the outside world, right? So even though it's leaving a tree, it's being excluded from the tree, it's being included in the rest of this whole world. Okay, so Queen of Cups, we are being taken care of. We're taking care of our emotions, right? Instead of being an adult who's stressed out all the time and can't see the joy in life, right? That kind of perspective, we are taking care of ourselves now. We are enjoying life more, and there's victory here. We are victorious. This divine influence influenced us into victory. So how good is that? And the wands are about the movement. So this could be like a job, like a passion that you're enjoying and that you're victorious in and that you're seeing, you know. I don't know, there's a lot of good stuff here, and it looks like life wants to surprise you and doesn't want me to give details. So we are going to get one more card for this reading. Oh, did you see that? That was card number 11. That's my did I stutter card. It's the universe saying, did I stutter? So, okay, I set this down and look at what landed on the top. The universe is saying, did I stutter? I am going to help you. I am going to influence you. And I'm taking you somewhere where you belong. Somewhere where you would love and thrive. 28. Interesting. So I think it's that, it's okay. So imagine it being, this probably feels easy if you're surrounded with people that feel this way, right? But when you are on your own, how do you feel? What is your perspective when you are by yourself, when you are alone? Because this is my alone card. So we come into this world alone, and we will leave this world alone. And it is important that we learn how to be alone and not lonely. Learn how to have fun, even when being alone. Learn to be a hermit. Time to find your inner light. I dare you to watch just how magical life can get when you start having fun. And this is us finally learning to have fun, embodying this full type of energy instead of being stressed all the time, right? Embodying this fun type of energy, and then the universe backing you up with some fun too. And this happens when you're alone, right? The universe can talk to you, and you can listen better when you are alone. And the divine is surrounding you right now, and the divine is taking you somewhere. And if you are open, you honestly can talk with the divine right now. You can sharing. The divine is sharing itself with you right now. So take your piece of the pie. All right, Libra. I hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.